time the comments from our very own Honorable Kwame McCoy, the Minister of Public Affairs within the Office of the Prime Minister. He's joining us virtually this morning to give us a comment on this announcement that the President made yesterday. Good morning, Minister.
Hi, good morning, and good morning to all Guyana. And thank you very much. I wanted to, you saw yesterday, all of us did, the President's announcement on the measures that really is about helping to cushion the effects of cost of living. As you recall, in the national budget of 2022, we had approved in the National Assembly $5 billion for cost of living relief measures. These measures, of course, are geared towards cushioning some of the pressing burdens being faced locally. The announcement by the President is the first set in a series of relief measures to specific high-impact, high-vulnerability groups of the country. While cost of living is something that affects all of the citizens across the country, every one of us, those in the far-flung, riverine, and hinterland communities are facing extraneous difficulties, particularly because of the high transportation costs and other factors that really take up the prices in those areas. As you know, it has been the experience throughout the country, but the hinterland, riverine communities have been really seriously affected. It is against this backdrop that the government has sought to target the farmers and the hinterland communities for immediate relief in this first tranche. And it is also because we have concluded consultations with interest groups in these communities, and therefore this comes as the first tranche of relief measures. The consultations, it's important to note that for the consultations and assessments will inform additional steps and measures to be taken and to bring relief across other sectors. And of course, that will benefit more Guyanese in the short to medium term. The announcements were made, as I said, following consultations with these groups, and it is really against the backdrop of the COVID-19 pandemic on cost of living in Guyana, which were unavoidably exacerbated by the external factors, including the ongoing war in Ukraine and global challenges across food, oil and gas, and supply chains. The ripple farm to kitchen effect of the growing cost of living, costs rather like on vegetables and cultivation and other produce across the agriculture sector, and the climbing costs for materials, labor, and other services associated with the construction sectors have been considered, as you've seen, and the measures have been provided for as outlined by the President. The government remains fully cognizant and attuned to the global development impacting cost of living and by extension, the personal and national progress across the country. And therefore, we will continue to work assiduously to forge ahead with a rapid transformational agenda for the building of a multidimensional economy that can safeguard hard-earned gains and catalyze the empowerment of every single Guyanese as we try to move them towards prosperity and one Guyana. So these are important announcements, and of course they are relief measures that seek to assist and cushion the impact, rather more or less cushion the impact of the cost of living. So while it is for farmers and hinterland communities, and you've seen the set that deals with housing, other measures are being considered for short and medium term interventions and to bring relief to people across the country. So it's not limited to these groups at this time and these sectors. We will be very soon looking at other measures so that we could bring relief to our citizens on the issues of cost of living.
Thank you very much, Minister, for putting the President's announcements yesterday in context. And most importantly, you're saying, and which I am happy to hear, that it is just the beginning of a work in progress that will include all Guyanese.
Very well, it is. So it represents the first tranche of interventions, relief measures, and so we all have more to look forward to be able to across the country assist people in their day-to-day lives and the issues of cost of living.
Thank you very much, Minister, for being part of our program this morning. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you very much, and have a very good day.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.